students, today I am going to discuss about fundamental concepts of environmental geosciences. This environmental geosciences is a combination of two words, environment and geosciences. Environment means, you all know, anything which may be living or non-living, which surrounds and influences the living organism is known as our environment. Whereas geosciences means study of earth, its internal as well as external physical, chemical and biological properties. So when we combine both of these together, we get environmental geosciences. What does this environmental geosciences actually means? This environmental geosciences, we can say, is the applied geosciences, which deals with the study of application of geologic informations to solving environmental problems and their proper management. Both we, the living organisms, as well as earth influences each other. So understanding the relationship between earth and living organisms are of much importance. There are 7 fundamental concepts which are helpful in understanding and study of environmental geosciences. The first fundamental concept is that the earth has limited resources. The earth has a variety of resources which are limited, and due to presence of these natural resources and other conditions, the life is possible on this planet. These resources may be renewable or non-renewable, but both may exhaust by the uncontrolled utilization of these resources. And due to this, if these resources are exhausted, so what will happen? The life on this earth will be drastically affected. So what role environmental geosciences does play in this situation? This environmental geoscience emphasizes the proper utilization and management of these resources. Now, second fundamental concept is earth is a system. The earth is not a static, rather it is a dynamic and evolving system in which material and energy are constantly changing their place from one place to another place. These exchanges take place within the system, that is, no exchange from outside occurs. Therefore, we can say that the earth is a closed, dynamic and evolving system. Different processes of this system influences each other. Therefore, an understanding of rates of change and feedback in system is critical to solving environmental problems. Now, third fundamental concept, magnitude and frequency. Different anthropogenic activities with different frequencies and magnitudes are affecting and consequently modifying our environment. So, the understanding of the effects of different human activities will help in restoring the natural conditions of the nature. This environmental geosciences encompasses the study of human activities and their effects. on environment. Now, fourth fundamental concept is hazardous earth processes. Actually, different earth processes are constantly going on, which are hazardous in nature. These processes may be external, such as a landslide or soil erosion, or internal, such as volcanic activity and tectonic movements, etc. These natural hazards must be recognized and avoided where possible, and their threat to human life and property must be minimized. The fifth fundamental concept of environmental geosciences is aesthetic consideration. There should be consideration of aesthetic as well as economic values while planning land and water use. This environmental geosciences considers both aesthetic and economic values of the land and water use planning. Now, the sixth concept is overall consideration for future generation. The effects of a land and water use are cumulative. That is, it may affect various aspects of our environment. So, we have an obligation to our future generation. The environmental geosciences emphasize the study of different aspects of land and water use planning so as it could be beneficial to our future generations too. The last fundamental concept of environmental geosciences is understanding of geological factors. The fundamental component of every person's environment is the geologic factors. And understanding the environment requires a broad-based comprehension and appreciation of the earth, science, and other related disciplines. So, environmental geosciences includes all these, or you can say it is based on all these fundamental concepts. So, that's all about fundamental concepts of environmental geosciences. In next lecture, we will be discussing about the conservation of matter in various geospheres. Thank you very much.